Good morning. I'm Chris with Everyman Overland, and I'm here today standing in the shade. I'm standing underneath my new awning. So this is the new, I guess, standard size 270-degree awning from Openroad 4x4 that they sent me out to kind of check out and see how we like it and kind of show you guys some details, show you what they're offering. Now, 270 awnings aren't anything new in this world. Like, everybody's seen them, everybody knows them. I think everybody likes them, right? I mean, I don't know that I've met too many people who are like, I don't want 270 awning. I hate those things. Those are stupid. What I do hate, and what I think a lot of you out there hate, and maybe that's affected your decision-making on buying a 270 awning, is a lot of us have the just standard 90-degree awnings, right? The ones that they just bolt up to the side of your truck and they just come straight out. And you have to unroll them, and they've got the legs down at the end. And when you roll them back up, you have to, like, you roll it backwards. You have to roll it underneath instead of over the top. And it's really kind of awkward. It's just not a real natural motion to make. They don't expand out as far. They don't cover as much ground. And I tell you, I had one. I bought one when Napa first started coming out with their Maxi Track line, right? And everybody was super excited. And you could buy all of this actually fairly good quality gear, really cheap. I got one, and I was like, after coupons and everything else, I ended up paying like 80 bucks for the thing, right? So I put it on the side of the truck. Had it on the side of the truck for over 2 years, never used it. Because I opened it up once in my driveway, and then any other time I thought about using it, it was such a pain to open it up, close it. It wasn't a friendly process. It was really kind of a pain in the ass. And then when it was up and it was deployed, you had legs like this, and they had to be up. This one, freestanding awning, these legs don't have to be deployed. You've got them here if you end up needing them, but they don't have to. And like I say, after a couple years, I just ended up taking it off the truck and not using it again. But this 270-degree awning from Openroad 4x4 is just a completely different experience. So first off, as you can see, it's fully freestanding, right? It's got these legs, like I mentioned, for if it gets super windy, you can tie them down, but you don't have to. If you're out on the trail, if you're camping, whatever, and you just want to kind of throw this up for a little bit of shade, throw your chairs out underneath it and have some lunch, and you only want to be there for like 5-10 minutes, right? You don't have to go through this whole amazing process. It opens fast, it closes fast, and you don't have to have any legs out here that you're gonna run into, bump into. So you have a ton of room. You can actually see that I'm way back out here behind the truck. I can open up the rear door to the truck, and I can still access everything inside of there. Now, it would have been nice if I could have gotten a passenger side, which they do offer, because my door opens this way, and that would work a whole lot easier for getting in. But I also have an iCamper tent, and it only opens to the passenger side. So I had to go with the driver's side on this, which is fine. I don't think it's that big a problem. So it's got these LED lights that are built in. They're actually built into the frame, right? And they will actually change colors. A little tiny switch. If you were standing here and it was dark, you'd totally be able to see it. There's like a little tiny blue light. But you push on that, and it will change color from white to amber. You've got the dark amber, you've got the white, and then it'll actually turn on both of them for kind of this like medium amber that's really nice. So you've got 3 colors to choose from. And then if you hold it down, it goes dim, and it doesn't actually cycle all the way back through again. So a lot of lights, when you go to dim them like this, you hold it down and it'll go dim, and then it goes back up, and then it goes dim, and you're always trying to get it like at that dimmest setting. Super easy with this one, because it doesn't actually go back up until you let go and hit it again. So if I hold it down again, zoop, goes right back up. Now you can have it as bright as you want. It's got 3 of these lights, one built into each one of these frame spars. And then it's got this 3-into-1 USB cord, and the cord is, I mean, it's like 8 feet long or something like that. It's plenty long. You can get it to plugged in wherever you have. If you've got a Jackery or an EcoFlow, or in my case, I have a house battery inside a Janky here, and so I can just plug it directly into the truck. Works super, super easy. And then when you put it away, the wires just unplug. Again, super easy, really nice design. The only thing that I kind of don't like about this light setup, and so far, if I'm honest, is really kind of the only gripe I have about this thing at all, is the way they've designed these legs. Now, sometimes you got to take one of these legs and put it down. So if it's super windy, or if it's raining real hard, you want a little bit extra support, either to stop it from coming down from all the weight of the rain, or to stop it blowing upward if it's windy. You just put these legs down, then you've got some guy lines. There's some D-rings on the outside of it that you tie the guy line to, and you can stake it down so that the wind won't blow it up and away. If it's going to be super, super windy, I mean, if it's just blowing out there, why risk it? I would say just put it away. Go up, hide inside of your tent, or get inside the truck, or whatever it is you're gonna do. I think at the point that, 70, 80 miles an hour wind, or even, I don't know, probably 40 or 50, I don't know what this thing is, folks. I don't know how much wind these things will actually sustain. I think it really all just depends on direction and whatever. But if it's gonna be super, super windy, I wouldn't take a chance on breaking this thing in half, and then the damage that it's gonna cause to the vehicle, whatever, just put it away, right? If it's a little bit windy, if it's a little bit breezy, yeah, put the legs down, put the guy wires out. I think it'll do you well. When you stow them up and away, like what you see here, it blocks like half the light. And even though, I mean, from your angle, you can still see the side of this here, right? It's not actually like turning the light off. But I think it would have been nice if maybe the leg would sit up alongside of it instead of directly below it. Because most of the time, I don't think I'm gonna be using these legs. And so most of the time, the lights are gonna be blocked a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but that could be better. Okay, so I went ahead and stowed it away. I went ahead and wrapped it up and put it away so I can show you the process of opening and closing it. You can see that when it's stowed away, it's stored in just like every other awning you've ever seen, right? In this kind of black tarpaulin bag that's up here. It's got these great big mounts. It's got these big, very sturdy mounts that mount it to the truck, so it can actually support quite a lot of weight. So if it gets windy or whatever, you're off in the boonies, the mounts aren't gonna break. And it does come with everything you need for mounting it. It comes with the brackets, it comes with the bolt, it comes with the guy lines to go down to the ground, it comes with the stakes for those guys, it comes with everything you need, as you can see here. I've actually mounted this, so I have this with the brackets going up, right? So they go in and they bolt to my roof rack, and then go up from there to lift this up a little bit higher, because I'm kind of a tall guy, and I wanna make sure I can get underneath it real easy. What I didn't look at is I kind of ran into the problem with this, that now, this is blocking access to my tent poles, right? Where the tent poles are supposed to plug into the tent. So you can see this one's just kind of loose because I just kind of have it stuck in there at the moment. You have to have this mounted far enough back that when this opens up, it will clear the back end of the tent, or you have to mount it so that it's actually below the tent so it can open up, and it can open up down at this level underneath. Now, like I say, because I'm tall, I kind of wanted to mount it a little bit higher. I'll have to take a look at moving a couple of these brackets up here. I may be able to do something a little bit better so that I can still have it all the way up there, but be able to use the tent poles better. I'm just gonna have to take a look at it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. So this actually has 2 zippers on it, right? So you can open it and then you can close it and then open and close or whatever. But you can put these 2 zippers wherever you like. If you want them hanging down here in the middle and rattling against your roof, would drive you nuts while you're driving down the road, you can do that if you want. Or if for whatever reason you want them at the front, I prefer them at the back. Bugs, I don't know. I just like them better at the back. So you just grab the zipper and open that all the way up. Go ahead and kind of tuck it up into the front. It's got the same kind of tuck. And then you take this top, just kind of flip it up. You just kind of want to get that up and out of your way. Now it's got, as you can see, it's got these 3 straps that are holding the whole thing kind of up in there and holding it very secure. So you undo those. Tarp falls down. Now you don't have to use this way, but this is kind of the way I choose to use this. So this is the rope that you use. It's very, very long, but this has a ratcheting head on it so that you can kind of ratchet this thing tight. And the way I use this is I'll take this hook right up here at the front corner. It's got like a little loop for holding it. And I'll just use this like a leash, and I just kind of walk it all the way around. And then when you get over here to this side, you just use this and you can hook it on pretty much anything. Hook it on the roof rack, whatever. There's actually, there's a couple of little bars up here on the tent, and this is what I use to hook it onto. Hook it on there. And then as I pull this tight, you'll hear that ratchet. And boom, that's it. Now again, I do love the fact that I've got this mounted up high enough that I can walk around underneath here. I can open up this door super easy. And I don't know that if I dropped it down, it would be this easy to get this door opened up. So I think I'm just gonna have to figure out what to do with my tent poles just to make them work. But that's probably not gonna be that hard. But you can see here, and again, if I had one that opened up from the passenger side, this process would be a lot nicer because it would kind of end here and it would go out that way. This door opens a little funny. It opens to the wrong side, I think. I don't know. But all the same, if it's raining outside and you're trying to get in here and get the stuff to cook yourself dinner, or if you're trying to get your camping gear ready, whatever it is, it's nice to be able to stand underneath the awning and not get rain pouring down on you while you're doing this. Now, to put this away, all you have to do is release this here. Now, this has this little silver bar that actually releases that ratchet, right? So I can't pull it out, and then if you push that little thing down, it'll turn. So what I do is I just come in here, and it's actually really hard to push that down if you just try and do it with all of this tension still on the rope, because I'll just kind of grab the rope with this hand and pull it to release just a little bit of that tension, and then you can push that bar down, and it comes unhooked. And then just like we walked it around to put it out, I'll just walk it back around, close it up. And then you can see as this all kind of folds up here, see this one is kind of folded back on itself. I find it pretty common that one or two of these folds will do that. So I'll just kind of straighten it out so it folds a little flatter. This time I got lucky. It looks like they're all pretty nice here. So then the next thing I'll do is the straps that hold this closed, the straps that actually secure all of this when it's up in the bag, they're up inside of here. And you can see it here in my hand. If you don't fish those out and you start like packing this in, it's gonna be down in between a couple of those bars and it's gonna get trapped. It's real hard to get your finger in there. So I'll go through and I'll just make sure that all of these straps are pulled back out. Super easy to do. Just reach in and you'll just find it sitting in there. And then all you have to do with the fabric material is you're just gonna keep like kind of folding it into smaller triangles, right? So we'll take it once, kind of fold it up so it's in here. Now we got a smaller triangle, right? Hold that, kind of fold it up again, and then at some point you just kind of start rolling it. There's a lot of room in here, so you don't have to be super scientific about this. It's gonna fit, it's gonna go in there just fine. So then you come in here with your support strap, and it's got like Velcro on it, so you just pull that tight, and like rinse and repeat. And then when you've got all three of them done, you can see that the whole like tarp is actually held up in there very secure. You flop the cover back down, zip it closed. And boom, you're done. That's it. Now, there's a little bit of TV magic in here. You know, I cut a little bit out of there, but it's still super, super fast to open it up and close it. It's very easy. You just kind of unzip it, you undo the straps, you walk around over there, you're done, right? Putting it away, same thing. You unhook the rope, fold it up, couple of straps, zipper, done. So easy, it's so fast. This is so much nicer than that silly awning, rolling legs. You don't want that. This is what's up. So really, that's kind of it. That is the Openroad 4x4, or it just says Openroad on here. It doesn't say 4x4, but Openroad 4x4 is their website, so that's what I'm gonna call it. So that's the Openroad 270-degree awning. Not really a whole lot more I can say about it. Like, it's a giant umbrella. It'll keep the rain off you. It'll keep the sun off you, which I really wish I had it open right now because the sun is coming down. But I think it's very well made. It's super easy to deploy. It's easy to put away. Sort of like everything about it. These 270-degree awnings were kind of inaccessible to a lot of us for a long time because they were so stinking expensive. But right now you can pick these things up for, I don't know, like 500 bucks. Not sure what's gonna happen. Like, we're playing the whole trade game right now and there's tariffs and there's whatever. If you're watching us a couple years from now, you know a whole lot better about what happened than I do. I think we're all assuming prices are gonna go up a little bit because obviously these do come from China. But as of right now, they're 500 bucks. And that's just amazing. I mean, even though I bought my other one for 80 bucks, that was 80 bucks and that was a screaming deal, but I never used it. So I just threw $80 right in the trash. This, I'll use this all the time. I've even busted out with it a couple times at work, like work lunch, like, hey, just throw a chair outside. We go outside, we eat outside, it's real nice. And no, it's not an affiliate link, so I'm not making any money off of this, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I'd rather just give you an honest opinion. I've got a discount code down below. Use that and save yourself a little bit of money on this and get it for even cheaper. And get one right now before the prices go up, right? So thank you so much to Openroad for sending this out to me and giving me a chance to check it out and to experience a 270 awning. I was really nervous about buying one because I had that other awning that I just never used, and like, oh, those 270s, those things are cool, but what if I never use it? Now I'm in 80 bucks on that one, and then I'll be in 500 bucks or 800 bucks, and these things have been super expensive for so long now that I was worried about spending that money. not worried about spending it now. I would totally spend 500 bucks on this because again, this thing's gonna get used. So thank you, Openroad. And thank all of you for watching. Don't forget to check out that code below. If you wanna help support more projects like this on the channel, you can always check us out on Patreon. We're just Everyman Overland on Patreon. But mostly, keep on watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hey, Marla's over there. Hi, Marla.